Hello everyone. Welcome back to Riri's Nursery. So you guys, we are in like mid-afternoon here now. I let the kids are outside playing, and I wanted to come back on with my Aoi and give you her name reveal. But I first, of course, want to say hello and happy Tuesday, everybody. I took this week off. I decided I did need a break, especially after just everything with the vertigo and the migraine and December was a busy month, and honestly I have been on overdrive since August. So my body really was like, girl, slow down. I'm looking outside because I can see the kids playing, so I'm kind of in and out, and I may have to stop every now and then just because of the kids. I wanted to get to some things because I have been out. I was hoping, I tried to shoot a video on Friday because I started to feel better. I've been doing my at-home exercises, and I started feeling better, but I just told myself, just rest. So first and foremost, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has commented on my previous 2 videos, wishing me well, praying for me, so I can get over this headache of mine. We'll call it a headache, but that vertigo. But I wanted to come on to, aside from doing a name reveal, also sharing some of my Happy Mail that I got from Lynn over at my Bella Blessing. And again, I just thank her. Now, these aren't the earrings she sent me. The earrings that she sent, and it was actually one of 3 that I was wearing. So these are the other 2. I haven't put them on yet. So I have them in my stash of other earrings. But those mic earrings, I was wearing, those are nonstop. As soon as I got it, those earrings stayed on me. I have to say I probably wore them at least 3 to 4 days. Especially because I was it was when everything hit, so I was in the bed. I couldn't do much, and thankfully they were easy to wear, so they didn't get in the way. But these cute little coffee cups that I'm wearing are from another dear friend of mine who makes earrings, and so I like that. I love all handmade things, obviously. I mean, I've got my reborns. So first and foremost, let me take little girl out so we can share her again. And aside from also doing a shout out to Lynn, I want to shout out Dee over at the Baby Patch, because I would have come on yesterday, but again, resting. It was beginning of the week. I decided to lounge and lay like broccoli. So Dee over at the Baby Patch, just shout out to her because I didn't get on yesterday. And then shout out to Marissa because it is Tuesday, and we are going to do a little Talk About It Tuesday. Just to talk about naming babies and then Happy Mail. So look at this cute. So we're going to talk about some names and Happy Mail today. She is so, guys, when I think that I'm infatuated and loving my silicones more, I get a vinyl that reminds me how much I truly love vinyls. Lori did a fantastic job with weighting this little girl. Look at her. She's just so precious. I love how she lays on me. Look at this. Oh my gosh. She's just perfect the way she lays. And then I don't know if I had mentioned it, but this pacifier, I actually got this at when I went to Kansas doll show, and I had bought it for my silicone, and it just fits perfectly into her mouth. Now look at the outside, and I was like, just by happenstance, look at that, it matches. So that's why this is the reason I haven't changed her clothes yet. So right now I just put it in, and look how it just fits, and then she stops crying, and she's not fussing at me. And so I just like, it's perfect. And I figure too that, if I don't keep it in, or I don't play going in and out to have to worry about the paint in her mouth. But, if there are any accidents, I'll just call Lori and be like, hey, I'm sorry. Could you help me fix her mouth? But I love it because when you put it in, her facial expression just gets calm. But then if you take it out, she starts fussing. She don't like that. She does not like that. She's like, give me back my pacifier. I am not feeling that. Give me back my pacifier. So then I give her back the pacifier. And then she's happy. She's calm. Look at that. Look at little Miss Aoi. All right, so Aoi, that is her name, which is A-O-I. But I named this sweet little redhead Tabitha. So welcome, Tabitha. And I love Tabitha because in the Bible, Tabitha was a sweet, dear sister who cared for a lot of people, and her name was Dorcas. But Tabitha, she also went by the name Tabitha. So I already have a Dorcas. And so I decided that this little one will be Tabitha. And I love the name. And I think it fits her so well. This cutie, look at this. Yeah. All right. So we now know Miss Tabitha's name. And so let's go and talk about our Happy Mail that we got from Lynn. So I'm going to set her down. So give me just a second, because I want to grab someone else. All right. So I had to run outside right quick to check on the kids, but I'm back inside. So you'll see my glasses, they tint when I go outside. So I have my Ezra here. And so I wanted to bring Ezra out as I do my Happy Mail because Lynn sent me some beautiful outfits that I'm going to put one on him. So I was like, oh, I got to get him out and share with you guys. So let me lay him right here. He's kind of lined up against his sister because I have her over here. All right, so before I get to the outfits, because I showed you the earrings that Lynn sent, or, you know, like you saw that Mike earrings, then you saw the other two she sent me. So, you know, I'm in heaven over here with my earrings because I love earrings. She sent me 2 beautiful cards. Thank you, Lynn. And I love the little things that she added on here that I can use for scrapbooking. Sorry, I'm hitting the camera. Then she sent a little thank you for supporting her. And of course, thank you, Lynn. Thank you. You support me too. And a little sticker that I love. Interruption right quick. Okay, so look at this. She sent this beautiful heart. And like I said, these stickers so I can do journaling. Love it. And then she also sent, now this little thing had, she had like this play money. I gave it to the kids, Lynn. The kids are enjoying it. It was play money and this little was clipped to it. So I love this for my journals. Add that. Then she sent me plenty of paper that I can use for journaling. And I've got some ideas of what I'd love to do. Like this one right now is my favorite. But then there's some other ones that she added into here that I can use for journaling in my notebooks. So then and that wasn't all. I was sitting there just like, oh my gosh, so overwhelmed with all the love. She also sent candy. The candy I've been sharing with the kids. She also sent, which I've already eaten. It was caramel popcorn. Loved it. So that is all gone. I've eaten that, but I still have the candy that I've been sharing with the kids. She sent these cute little Winnie the Pooh booties. So I'm going to put that on little man here. So Ezra will get those. Then we've got some bodysuits. Look at this. Hello, friend. He's going to put this on. And then we got some more with Winnie the Pooh with his honey. And then bear hugs. I love that. Because that actually goes with the bear hug. It's this, this says pocket hug. This little heart. When it says, this little pocket heart is full of love and hugs. So keep it close and know that you are loved. So I love that. Now, if he would have been a vinyl, you could just take his head off and put this inside there. But I'm gonna keep it near and dear. I'm gonna take my stickers out, of course. But I just wanted to have this all together so I can share that. Then we've got this cute little romper, little short romper, and it's got Winnie the Pooh and Piglet on the back. I've seen this in Target. And I'll look at it and say, oh, I'm going to get it. But then I'll see another Pooh outfit I love. So this one has been left. And thankfully, she has added it to my collection for me. So I am so thankful. Thank you. And then look at this cute little Winnie the Pooh suspender set. I love it. Look at this. Or overalls. Overalls because of the top, not suspenders. And then it's got Winnie the Pooh just tumbling with his little feet, holding his feet. Honey pots are on here. Winnie the Pooh in this khaki brown, or this, brown color. And then it's got Winnie the Pooh on the sleeve with the honey pot, or Pooh Bear, I'm sorry, it says Pooh Bear. So this, and at first I was going back and forth between what I was going to put on him. But I'm going to do this hello friend. He's going to have this as his little one piece that I'm going to put on. And then I'm going to put this outfit on with the shoes. So he'll wear that. And that's why I wanted to have him out as I got my, did this little not unboxing, but, you know, just sharing what I got in the Happy Mail from Lynn, because I just said this definitely, I've got to share that. It was just beautiful. So give me a second. I'm going to go run and check on my kids right quick. I'll be right back. All right, they're good. They're in and out. You know, they're on winter break, so they're playing outside, running around. Then they're going into the garage. Our garage, we converted into like a little den area. We have the little section for them in the garage so they can have a den. And that way they can go in there and hang out and, you know, play video games or whatnot. I'm trying to see if, yeah, I can put it over here. And the good thing with doing that, because with our garage, we put a split unit in there. So it's insulated and the kids can have their little play area while we are kind of like how my room is a nursery and an office and my bedroom. Our garage is a rec room, a gym, a den. It's all the things that we did in there. But I'm glad we were able to do it. Our previous house, we had a carport. We didn't have a garage. And it was my first time having a carport, which at the time, I was like, oh, I don't mind, because it was a larger home and we wanted the space. But then as we lived in that space, I was like, I need a garage, because I like having a spot when it's raining to drive into. Even though we had the carport, and the good thing about it was the carport was large, so we could, you know, get in and walk under it to get into the house, the side of the house and everything. But still, it wasn't, you know, and the shed we had was, unfortunately, because it was like this house that we are living in now was, you know, was a new build, but that wasn't. And so inheriting someone else's home, they had a shed, but it was rotted. So it wasn't usable space. You know, I mean, we could use it for some things, but it wasn't really usable to really use it. So that was not fun. So, and we had gotten rid of that shed and thought, oh, we would, you know, put something else over it, but never happened. We enjoyed our time in that house. We lived in that home. And then when we started thinking about investing more money into it, we're like, are we going to be here forever, or should we, you know, not? And of course, we knew we were not going to stay there forever, so we didn't bother. So what I'm going to do is go ahead, and since it is to Talk About It Tuesday, as I was sitting here talking, I'm going to change, I don't know why I'm having a hard time opening this, but I'm going to take Corey out of this. Well, not Corey, Ezra, because yes, his sculpt name is Corey, but little baby Ezra, I'm going to take him out of this little bodysuit that I have him in. Now, he came with this little outfit that he's wearing. And, but when I got that outfit from Lynn, though, I said, oh, I'm going to put that on him. Put that there. So here he goes. Look at this gorgeous boy. Look at that, the back. Oh, look at this. Look at this boy. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at how those legs. I love his sculpting. She did beautifully with this sculpting. Look at this boy. He just feels so good. Now, he does remind me of, and look at that mouth. I still love his mouth. If you look inside, she did such a beautiful job with the detailing. I'm going to see if I can try to go in so you guys can see his mouth. But right now, it's a little hard to, like, show you everything. So I'm going to try to show you the inside of his mouth. But, okay, I'm just inserting this video in so we can get a little close-up of Ezra's mouth. So as you can see, look how real those lips look. And then I'm going to gently try to go in and look at the upper. And then you're going to see the tongue. And you can kind of look at the back of his mouth. Look at that tongue. Doris did a beautiful job with that. Oh, he was so patient with me. But that's his mouth. In there, she did a really good job with that. And then as you can see, these armatures that she put in him, they're really nice. I love that his arms can go up to the side if I want, or up, you know, I can raise them up top. And his, you know, he has a lot of give with these armatures, you know, and just, you know, as always, you just be careful with them. But I found that I'm really comfortable with silicone more than I thought I would ever be. So, you know, with my Talk About It Tuesday, since I have Ezra, baby Ezra, it's about dealing with silicone. What I thought it was going to be to what it is now. And I know that when I first got, when I thought of the idea of silicone, at first I thought I would not have a silicone baby. But then I was, you know, I said, let me just try and see how I like the medium, because I knew I always wanted a Claire Taylor doll, and since those were silicone and they looked so good, I was like, I gotta see how I like it. And my very first silicone was a cuddle, or is, because his name's Liam. He's still here. He's in my little cabinet here where I keep my silicones. And I don't see me letting go of him, because he's the first. He was my first taste of silicone. And I knew that I loved him. I was like, oh my gosh. Crystal, his artist, did such a phenomenal job with him that I knew that I got to have silicone. And, or you know, go and get another, you know, like partial, or go full. And by then I was like, I need full. My dogs are going crazy. Oh, all right, give me just a second. Let me go check on them. All right, so they're good. They, you know, the dogs, if they see, or right now we had a delivery, so if they see something, they're gonna be like, hello, somebody's out front, which is good, All right, so this is the first part of his outfit. Look at this. He looks so cute in his little outfit from Auntie Lynn. So let's move on. Now he's got so much static in his hair. I'm going to spray it in just a bit to help with that static. But as I was saying though, I'm the type that, okay, so it's like go big or go home. When I was sitting there thinking about if I was gonna go with a partial first or whatnot, I just figured maybe I should just get a full body silicone. You know, just go. And if I don't like it, you know, maybe try to sell it. But the first hurdle, obviously, was price point, because I was like, I never thought that I would spend that much on a doll. And so when I started looking at it, and I just thought, okay, you know, I was on reborns.com, and I'm just looking, I'm just like, okay, well, average, that's the average price of silicones. They're between $3,000 to $5,000, you know, for like entry. Although you can get some that are not as expensive. I know one of mine, full bodies, but she's a micro preemie. She was $1,800. I think she's 18. I still have her. She's my little Micaiah. And I think she was I want to say she was 1,800. And so it wasn't bad, but she wasn't. I can't remember. I'm trying to think who was my first full body silicone. It was. I want to say it was the Teona Sculpt. It might have been, but I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look. But I remember getting her when I was seeing, you know, with that, you could get one that was under 3,000. It was because if you watch, she was the collector I got her from. She was one of those collectors that, you know, they were buying and selling, like they were just letting them go. They weren't selling them most likely for what they paid. So that it was like a quick send, you know, just, oh, I'm just trying to make a sale. And so they're willing to take a loss. Now with the vinyl, it depending on how long, well, any doll in my collection, depending on how long I've had it, I am not really wanting to take a huge loss. But if I've had it for a while, yes. Or if I really want something else, then yes, I'm just going to be like, I got to just let this go because I want this other thing. And as collectors, we know that, well, when we get in our head that there's a certain doll that we want, you know, you're going to just let something go and just say, hey, you know, my loss, someone else's blessing, you know. And after a while, you're also realizing too that it is kind of like that blessing, because, you know, if you get a brand new doll from the artist, you know, it's brand new and it's you know, and never had another owner, that is special. But once that, you know, you're ready to sell, then a person, unless they know you, they're they're having to, you know, take your doll from you and trust that you didn't do anything crazy with it. One thing that I've never done is bathe a silicone. I've done a wipe down on a silicone before with like water wipes, because the selling artist put those not baby powder, those they're called those little wafer like things into the doll, those little powder. And oh my gosh, those wafers and the little fresh scents that you put into those smells are too strong for me. They'll make me sick. Like I can get a migraine off of those things. Well, I got a doll once that was covered in those wafers. And fun fact, you guys have never seen that box opening. I got an instant migraine. I was popping Motrin, hoping that by a miracle that I would be okay. It didn't. It was before that box opening was done. I was so that wasn't good. It was really, really, really bad. I couldn't believe how many wafers was put into that box. And but I survived it, thankfully. Obviously I'm here, but it was just one for me to try to remember that if I ever buy a doll from someone who doesn't, you know, if it's my first time buying from them, it was my first time buying from this artist, to let them know or to ask them, like, are you planning on putting anything in that box? Because I can't do the smells. But it was, you know, it's just one of those things. That's the only time that so what I did was wipe the baby down. I didn't want to bathe. I didn't want to do any of that. Because I'm just paranoid of messing something up. And I was just like, no. And so I just wiped the baby down. And then I just changed all the clothing, aired the baby out. It took a couple of months, honestly, for that smell to come off that baby. And to this day, because I still have the babe, it has a hint, but it's not like it was. So I can handle it now. It's very, very faint. But I was just surprised. I was just like, I can't believe this. But I love the babe, so that's why the babe's still here. So it was like, despite all that, but like I said, I don't bathe my dolls. I barely change them as it is. You know, my dolls get changed maybe once a year, once or twice. And the ones that I might handle more frequently, like I would probably handle Ezra a little bit more frequently, are the ones that I have a relationship with their artists. So I have a relationship with Doris, or like any of my Serenity Smiths, or I might, you know, I will touch them more, because if something were to happen, or my Yulia babies, because I know that if I needed them, I could reach out to the artist and say, hey, could you help me out? There's a problem. And so I just feel comfortable where I didn't feel comfortable before. I feel much more comfortable now. Let me go check on the kiddos one more time. I'll be right back. Well, I am about to lose my light. My light is starting to fade, but I got his little shoes on. Look at that. Oh, bother. So look at Mr. Ezra in his little outfit from his auntie Lynn. Head to toe Winnie the Pooh. So again, thank you, Lynn. So as I was just saying about, you know, my experience so far with silicone, that again, it's a medium I didn't think I'd fall so in love with. But as I said with my Tabitha, I still love my vinyl. When I got that doll from Lori, it still just reminded me how much I love vinyl. And then also from Doris, a silicone, how much I love silicone. Just these little reminders. But I do hope to make some more videos this week, since I am home resting. And I hope this video made sense today. I kind of was just my first day back, feeling I'm almost 100%. I still have some days of just, you know, still kind of resting up, just to make sure I don't overdo it. So I'm not overdoing it. And that's why I said I am taking my time off. And but this brings me so much joy sharing with you guys. Again, mwah, mwah. Thank you so much, Lynn, for the happy mail. I loved it. And then to Marissa for these wonderful little titles to think about. I could just talk about it. So today I decided to talk. And of course, shouting out to Dee. So I hope everyone's having a wonderful Tuesday. I'm going to end the video so I can get this uploaded and so I can say hi to everyone officially. And again, I thank everybody for the comments. You guys, I'm over 1,800 followers. I'm amazed. I'm going to have to, I'm going to do a giveaway. I just don't know what it is going to be yet because I want to do a giveaway just to start in the new year. It's going to be coming up soon. And it's not like, oh, Happy New Year. Yeah, you guys know, those who are here know, I don't celebrate holidays, but it is the start of a new year, 2026. What will that bring for us? I'm just excited to see. So I do want to do a giveaway in January. I just have to figure out what I want it to be. But when I have that figured out, I will share it with everybody. Just because I'm feeling good. And you know, when you're feeling good and you've survived an ordeal, then you just want to share that joy with other people. And that's what I want to do. So I will think of something because I'm just excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm up to 1,800. I'm over 1,800. What will I know I want to do something nice for when I hit 2,000 subscribers. I don't know what that will be, but I just know right now I feel good, feeling much better. So I do want to do a giveaway and have something just to start off the year. But I'll think of it and I will let you all know. So from my nursery to yours, you guys, and from little sleepy Ezra. And I've got Tabitha over there relaxing now. She's got her pacifier. Thank you for watching, and I will be back soon. So, bye, everyone.